Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the English news of Binh Phuoc radio television station and newspaper. And with you with the latest news for today. Trade unions in Binh Phuoc province step up support and protection for workers. Young man maps rubber plantations using digital technology. Prime Minister calls for breakthroughs in Vietnam-UK economic cooperation. UNESCO awards Global Geopark certification to Lạng Sơn. Ladies and gentlemen, implementing the conclusion of the Binh Phuoc Provincial Party Standing Committee on the party's direction toward trade unions during the 2021 to 2025 period, trade unions at all levels across the province have intensified efforts to care for and protect the legitimate rights and interests of workers.
Between 2021 and 2025, trade unions at all levels have operated effectively, helping secure jobs for over 160,000 workers, 80% of the set target, with 84.7% being trained workers. They also worked with businesses to sign collective labor agreements, reaching 102.5% of the target. Additionally, 5,481 outstanding trade union members were recommended to the party for review and training, achieving 273.9% of the goal, with 2,001 admitted to the party. Unions also have built 117 houses and repaired 15 others for members in housing hardship, worth over 5 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 117% of the plan. More than 161 billion Vietnam dong from the Provincial Trade Union Social Fund has supported over 488,300 members and workers facing difficult circumstances, serious illness, workplace accidents, or the impacts of COVID-19.
In the era of Industry 4, applying digital technology to production and business has become a key factor in enterprise success. At Lộc Ninh Rubber Company Limited, Hoàng Văn Cảnh, an officer in the planning and investment desk, is known for digitally mapping the company's entire land and plantation area, richly enhancing its operational management.
Noticing that most land data was still managed manually via paper maps, and proposed and built a digital mapping system using GIS technology for over 12,300 hectares of production land. With support from leadership, he taught himself how to implement the system, successfully completing the digital map. He also integrated detailed data such as plantation age, growth status, pests, and yield, allowing staff and managers to monitor every plot via computer or smartphone. This modern management tool enables the company to track land use, forest status, and plantation conditions, key for transparency, sustainability, and effective agroforestry production. For his outstanding contributions, Hoàng Văn Cảnh was honored as an outstanding Vietnamese rubber worker and a National Excellent Young Worker for 2025.
From Simboyong, rural women have crafted elegant handmade items, each one representing a startup story that brings income during idle farming seasons for women in Thiện Hưng Commune, Bù Đốp District, Binh Phuoc Province.
Born from personal passion, Ms. Nhung started by self-learning and crafting smart gifts from yarn to her friends and family. Encouraged by the support, she established the Thiện Hưng Crochet and Knitting Cooperative in 2022, gathering women with shared interests to both preserve the craft and earn extra income. From just a few members initially, the cooperative now has 20 women from in and outside the commune. The work is light and flexible, allowing them to earn 1.5 to 3 million Vietnam dong monthly, a valuable income for rural women. Thanks to perseverance and dedication, their handmade products have earned district-level OCOP recognition and appeared in local and regional fairs. Through social media and e-commerce platforms, Ms. Nhung and her team are expanding the market reach and affirming the value of rural craft-based industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, on June 20th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính held a working session with the British Business Association and UK enterprises operating in Vietnam to accelerate a long-term cooperation aligned with Vietnam's strategy on 4 strategic pillars. The Prime Minister called for 6 breakthroughs in economic cooperation between the two countries. Within the Vietnam-UK strategic partnership, economic cooperation serves as a key pillar, with bilateral trade reaching over 8 GBP billion or $10.9 million in 2024 and more than 400 UK enterprises operating in Vietnam. The UK side highly appreciated Vietnam's investment environment, especially the government's role in fostering reform, innovation, green growth, and sustainable development. The discussions focused on bilateral trade amid global economic instability, difficulties faced by UK enterprises in Vietnam, and policy improvement recommendations within the frameworks of the UK-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement and the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Prime Minister proposed targets of raising bilateral trade to $10 billion and UK direct investment in Vietnam to $10 billion in the near future. He was also committed to continuously improving the business environment and promoting mutually beneficial cooperation. We have more news coming up next. Let's take a look. In order to preserve and promote the traditional culture of the distinct ethnic group, the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Binh Phuoc Province, in coordination with the local authorities and the community of Thanh and Camille, organized the reenactment of the Sting Beast Praying Festival. The festival involved the participation of many Sting artisans who jointly recreated traditional rituals, folk performances, and cultural games. During the event, village elders and respected community members conducted the beast praying ceremony in a sacred space, where the sounds of gongs and drums echoed solemnly, creating a dignified and emotional atmosphere. The festival holds deep meaning, expressing prayers for favorable weather, abundant harvest, and the well-being of the villagers. In the past, it was usually held at the end of November or the beginning of December, or during times of natural disasters and epidemics to ward off misfortune and sick peace. The reenactment not only aids in preserving Sting cultural heritage, but also provides an opportunity for younger generations to understand their unique traditions, contributing to the development of distinctive tourism. This activity demonstrates the strong commitment of the party and the state to ethnic communities, while also laying a scientific foundation for the sustainable preservation of culture and local socio-economic development. On June 20th, Lạng Sơn Province held a ceremony to receive the UNESCO Global Geopark title, officially joining the Global Geopark Network, comprising 229 destinations across 50 countries. Jonathan Wallace Baker, head representative of the UNESCO in Vietnam, emphasized that a global geopark is a model of harmonious development between humans and nature, enhancing livelihoods and fostering sustainable socio-economic development. Lạng Sơn Global Geopark holds exceptional scientific value, reflecting evolutionary processes over millions of years, contributing to a better understanding of life, geology, and climate change adaptation. Established in 2021, the geopark spans over 4,842 kilometers square and is home to approximately 627,500 people. It features a spectacular system of caves and unique sinkholes, along with many notable cultural and historical sites. With internationally significant geological value harmoniously blended with biodiversity and indigenous culture, the geopark is regarded as a gem of northern mountainous Vietnam, contributing to the promotion of Vietnam's image and the advancement of sustainable tourism development. And that's it for this edition of BPTV News. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.